too bad for an old girl.
How would you know?
About riding or about girls?
Either one.
Well, I've been schooled by some of the best in both areas.
I'd say there's some truth in that, lately.
Say, what happened to you people anyway? We were all up there at the pass waiting. Took us all morning to catch you. Took a shortcut.
How'd you get the cattle through that tunnel?
On horseback.
No, seriously, you gotta run it down for us. That's great material.
Storytelling for the campfire, lady. Daylight for working. Well, we ought to be able to deliver them on time now.
If it wasn't for Hollister.
Expecting more out of him?
That man doesn't quit.
You'd ask me to take back my given word?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're entitled to change your mind. Man is when he gets hold of new information that affects his decision.
What kind of information?
How much you owe the bank on your place here?
I don't know. Quite a bit, the way things are.
Well, it says on this note here, $95,000 plus interest.
Well, I guess that's right, I reckon. But why?
Because I own this note now. I bought it from the bank. And it says here, payment is due on demand. I'll say, just for the sake of argument, that as the legal owner of this paper, I was to call that dead in. There's no way you could pay it, Clem. Is there? Of course, I'm not going to do it. Be no reason to. The only thing is, well, I need your understanding. I need your help. I don't want that yellow rose herd crossing your land, Clem. Have I made myself perfectly clear? You're a good man, Clem. I was sure we'd understand each other. Men with a common interest have to stand together for what's important.
I can't believe your father really knew about us being there.
You're very generous. I wish I could be as sure.
How you mean?
My father, Roy, the way they feel about each other. It's got me doubting a man I believed in all my life.
One thing you can be sure of. We'll never lie to you.
My father is?
I can't know that. I do know that your father's never let up on the Rose. And I know that Roy thinks he's fighting for his life right now.
So it's true? The cattle drive, it really is that critical?
If he doesn't get those steers to the market on time, he can lose his contract. If he loses his contract, he can't cover his loans.
And my father knows that.
Not much about the Rose your father doesn't know.
Corey up. Hey, Corey up.
What?
You ain't never gonna believe what's going on.
Well, don't tell me.
Old Clemmy done spilled his mouth about Rose Hollister and Wade. Now he's all over me like stink on a skunk.
Who is?
Well, Gisto, that's who. Who do you think?
Well, it could have been Ho Chi Minh the way you told it.
No, you ain't getting the picture at all. He's trying to find out if them two ever had a kid.
You didn't tell him, did you?
No, I didn't have to. He conjured it up all by himself. He even gave him a name. Chance. Now, don't take too much imagination to figure out where a fellow might go with a notion like that.
Coriel's got the chuck on.
Suspect that's a meal I can afford to miss.
Same thought occurred to me. That's a straight shot to Uvalde now.
You gonna get you off the hook?
Back in the black. For a minute, at least. I don't know there's much future in running a ranch like we've been running the Rose all these years, though.
Sorry to hear you say that.
Where about you headed after Uvalde?
Never gave it much thought.
You're just a cowboy, huh?
That's it.
Good horse, good saddle, good work.
Good women.
Thought this was going too easy.
I tell you, Colleen is a hell of a woman. She's got a mind of her own. But that lady has a heart as big as a harvest moon. She makes some man a good catch.
Good catch, huh? Keester, you're talking to a first-rate fly fisherman here. Only fair to warn you. Nothing ever bites when the sun's this high.
Miss Colleen, I'm sorry you had to be the one to see this. I'm ashamed.
What is it, Mr. Goodall? Who are these men?
Well, Jeb Hollister has me between a rock and a hard place. I'm sorry, but I can't let your herd cross my land. He bought up all my paper. And if I let you cross, I'll lose my place.
If you don't, we lose ours. So this is how Jeb Hollister works. Sends out a hit squad to intimidate a decent, defenseless old man. Would you use that gun? Have you got the guts to pull the trigger on an unarmed woman? I feel for you, Mr. Goodall.
I broke my promise to you. Have you got it in your heart to forgive me?
Don't worry about that. Jeb Hollister's not worth what sticks to the bottom of your boots.
What you're telling me is you got no family plans, is that right?
No plans at all.
What about your folks? Mom alive?
Don't know.
Daddy cowboy?
So I heard.
Well, judging by you, he's a good one.
I'd like to think we weren't too much alike in any way.
You bitter.
I wish I weren't. Some things just go down hard.
Yeah, well, I tasted some of that wine myself, so was Roy. Guess being Wade Champion's son wasn't always what other people thought it was. Roy, he, never did get a word of praise from the old man that I remember. I figure that's what's been driving him all these years. Still does. Looking for that recognition he wanted so bad for trying so hard to please him.
What about you?
What about me? Me? Thought I never did nothing wrong, where the old man jammed me down everybody's throat. Sometimes I used to think it'd been better if he'd left me down in Mexico. I'm beginning to understand why he didn't.
Why is that?
I used to think it was because he wanted to do what was right. But I'm thinking now it was more like he wanted to make up for something he did wrong. Think that's possible?
I wouldn't know.
I think you would. Even better than me.
You and Roy have been talking, have you?
About you? Nah, no need. Cut that brush off your upper lip, and it's scary how much you look like the old stud.
Well, where do we go from here, Keisto?
Roy knows?
Yep. Knows I'm gone if it looks like we can't work together, too.
You do know you have a legal share to the rose. You got equal cut, equal say. It's yours to claim.
You said it yourself, Keisto. Just a cowboy. All I know. All I want to know.
Well, you know this, too. I'm glad I met you. And whatever happens from here on in, I'm glad that we trailed this herd together, my brother.
Me too.
Dr. Bard, 561 West, please. Dr. Bard, go 561 West.
tests, the explosions you set off, were they on a timetable? Did they have to be triggered at some exact moment?
They can be set off whenever the sensors are set up to receive and graph the echoes.
Then you didn't have to set them off exactly when you did.
There's a certain way things are done around here, miss, and we stick to it.
You saying Dad makes the decisions? You just implement them?
I'm not saying anything, miss, except that we work for your father.
And did my father know that herd of cattle was beneath the ridge when he ordered the charges set off?
Your father was in San Antonio when it happened, Miss Hollister.
But surely you got word to him.
I tried.
Then he did know.
I can't answer that, miss.
Can't? Or won't?
I'm beginning to think I've said enough about it, miss. Anything else you want to know? You better ask your daddy.
Hello, Dad.
Well, well, my little girl. Did you come out here to see me, or is this just a happy coincidence?
I came to see you. I figured you might come home since I couldn't find you anywhere else.
Well, not the places you've been looking lately, I wouldn't be. Here, come, take my arm. Let's you and me go for a little walk, huh?
You're angry with me.
Angry? No. Disappointed, I think, is a better word.
Because I went out on the trail drive?
Why did you do that, Juliet?
I run a newspaper. An old-fashioned trail drive is news.
Yeah, I guess it is. But the hottest news to me is my only daughter finding a moment worth her time to be with a man like Roy Champion.
You're assuming I have.
You're a Hollister, love. Nothing concerning me or mine happens in this part of the world that doesn't get back to me.
You've been spying on me.
Questioning my employees about me behind my back. What do you call that? I already told you I was in San Antonio. You were supposed to be with me, Juliet. Oh, Julie, girl. I'm growing old. I've worked hard all my life to carve a dream. I've stayed hard inside to make it all happen. Not for myself alone, love. For my family. For those I love.
Daddy.
You know, when your mother left me and took you with her, that hurt me, Julie. Hurt me more than the accident that left me with this leg. More than anything I've ever felt. Then, poor Lenny. I tried to raise him by myself. I let him down somehow. And knowing that hurt too. But I have always known, Juliet, that you were the future for this family. It was you I was doing it all for. The Crown H, everything it controls now. It's all for you.
Daddy, you know, I love you. But it's not because of what you give me.
That means more to me than anything, Julie. To hear you say that, to know that you mean it.
Then will you do something for me?
Name it.
Stop the war. Forget about the Yellow Rose. Let it be what it is, and let us be what we are.
The Yellow Rose is our birthright, Julie. Mine and yours.
Roy didn't take that land from you. Why hate him so much for something that happened between you and his father?
Maybe I'm even older than I feel sometimes. Maybe what I grew up to be is part of another time. But in my time, Julie, a man fought for what belonged to him. What he could hold on to. That was the measure of a man.
And you are trying to stop Roy from getting those cattle through.
I'm living the only way I know how, Juliet. You call it war. I call it life.
left.
Left? What? How could she do that?
She put her 2 feet on the ground and walked off, that's how.
Won't you call the ranch?
Instead, she's not there.
Well, then we have to find her.
Whit. Gracie's old enough to take care of herself. If she wanted us to know what she's doing, she'd have told somebody.
What is this, some kind of holiday or what?
Goodall's not gonna let us cross his land.
He gave his word.
Hollister bought up his note, Roy. Clem lets us cross, Hollister will take everything he's got.
Got a bunch of Crown H rifles out there standing on Goodall's corns to keep him in line.
Yeah? Well, let's get to it.
Figures them rifles are loaded, Roy.
I don't care if they got air support. I'm going out to see Clem Goodall.
Clem made his decision.
Now, wait a minute. You just said air support. What about this air base next door?
What about it?
Well, is there any chance of getting permission to cross it?
Yeah, we see how much pull that reserve commissioner here's got. We cut across the base, we can still make it in time, Roy.
There's no way in hell the government goes for that. I'm not backing down from Hollister anymore.
Dad,
What?
you're not going out there with a loaded carbine.
You better believe I am.
You can't do that, Dad.
You're always wanting me to stand up to that old dictator?
Yeah, I do. But not like this.
He's right, Roy. This ain't no time to pick up a gun.
Well, when is the right time, Hoyt? You're always saying it's too late for a man to fight back when his hide's hanging on a wall.
I seen my best days, son. Dillard, too. But it ain't right to ask the rest of them to walk into a war they ain't got no chance of winning.
So that's it. We just quit. And lose it all. Listen to me. We don't get those cows through, we're no better off than Clem Goodall. We'll come up short in those loans. And then Hollister's gonna pick up the rose from his banker buddies. Oh, sure, he might ask us to stick around and run the place as his slaves. Any man here want that? Colleen.
He's holding all the cards, Roy.
He's not holding this one. He's out there right now, he's laughing at us. He's expecting us to fold, crawl on home for a funeral. Easto.
It's premeditation, Roy. We cannot do it.
Chance! Whether you like it or not, you got as much stake here as any man.
I already said what I had to say, Earl.
Back down. By damn, my daddy didn't build this place with sweat and sand to turn it over to Jeb Hollister. And he didn't turn it over to me to run, thinking I'd ever back down to the man he was never afraid of.
It ain't fear, Roy. It's common sense. He had the edge on you. He's got the law on you.
Man lives by a higher law, Luther. That's what you've always told me.
Well, there ain't no killing in this law.
Hoyt. Not with guns, Roy.
All right. Hollister wants blood, I'll give him blood. One-on-one.
I want you.
Sorry, Whit.
You blindsided him.
Oh, he was getting fuzzy on all sides anyway. Maybe he'll have a chance to cool off now.
Hoyt,
Yes, sir.
Get your wire cutters.
The mace?
Roy was right about one thing. There's no time to quit.
Why is he taking over?
guess he's got the best idea, Whit.
He's just a drifter.
He's more than that, Whit. He's your uncle.
What?
Look to your father. Don't let him go to Hollister.
Whit, when he quits foaming at the mouth, you tell tough enough nobody's gonna quit this drive.
Well, Whit, you must be getting used to seeing your old man on his butt.
Dad, you didn't see that coming.
Should have seen it coming the day he got here.
Colleen told me he's my uncle.
Seems that way.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
He wanted it like that.
Why?
As soon as I catch up with him, I'll find out.
Dad, you're not going after Hollister.
No, I'm not going after Hollister. There's no point.
What are you gonna do?
Make peace with the Air Force.
Clearance for 3,000 head of cattle.
On runway 16 right, sir.
Is this some kind of joke?
No, sir.
You fly with the reserve unit here?
Yes, sir.
Light colonel, right? Wing commander?
Yes, sir.
But you lost control of your own outfit. Your cows are shutting down air traffic. Now, what the hell's going on?
Well, sir, that's a private matter, if I could explain.
A private matter? On government property?
That's not the way it was intended, General.
Well, I'm not real big on surprises. Not when they make me look like a horse's rump.
Believe me, I know how you feel. I'm just dealing with this the best way I know how.
The whole herd is making its way right across the jet runways now, while the U.S. Air Force waits and wonders. This is Aida Ramirez, Channel 3 News Team.
Hello, Buck. I've got a job for you.
Halt!
Howdy.
You're gonna have to stop those cows.
We stop them, your traffic's gonna stay stopped. We got 3,000 head of cattle strung out back there.
Maybe the mess hall will be serving up steaks from the freezer for a long time.
We'll stampede them if we have to. They ain't stopping.
My orders are to hold them.
You're gonna have to use that weapon right there on that Channel 3 News then.
Stop that man.
Pull those things on me, you better be ready to use them.
Damn it, mister, I got my orders.
You better decide which one you want to live with then. Your orders or your conscience.
McKinney, it's General Nathan's office. He says to let him pass.
Roger. Okay, cowboy. You can cut it.
Guess we'll never know, will we?
I know. Duty first, sir. That's the only way it can work.
You can thank your general for us, too, then.
I'll do that.
Make a pass around the lake.
What do you suppose they want?
Beats me, Buck.